MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 of the National League Championship Series between the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, I can't help but be impressed with the way these guys have come into this series and just flat out handled their business. They're hitting on all cylinders, and I don't want to fully count out the other guys, but if the last 3 games are any indication of how this will play out, I think this series could be over really quick.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Chicago Cubs.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. What's your take as they try to win an NL championship here on the road, Mark?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute, score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Been through the pain, seen my dreams getting dissonant. Thought I was living, but this isn't it. I took the bit, but now I stand tall. They're looking past me, but trust me, it's will fall. And I'ma keep.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at Chris Bryant down at third base today playing the hot corner. And he's a guy that can move around. The manager can put him in the outfield, but his home is at third base. He's got the arm to get it done, a strong arm. He can go behind the bag and make big-time plays, and the nice soft hands.
Leading off tonight from Miami, center fielder, Starling Marte.
First pitch on its way. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike 1. Hit on the ground to short. Baez has it. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Batting second, shortstop, Chris Taylor.
Now at the plate, Chris Taylor. His head-to-head history with Montgomery. He's got 1 hit in 18 at-bats. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. First delivery to him on the way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. A cool 47 degrees tonight at first pitch. This is line to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Into the box now, Franz Reyes. Popped him up. Bryant is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
Batting fifth, left fielder, Jorge Soler.
Ready now, Jorge Soler. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's set. Here it comes. Hit down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Roy, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Montgomery has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact.
Yeah, Matt, and that's not an easy thing to do. I think one of the...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Marlins get one here on a couple of hits. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Marlins on top, 1-0. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, how do they go about keeping this series alive?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Chris Sale will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Thanks, Matt. Chris Sale, you're talking about one of the premier pitchers in the game of baseball. Big fastball, 95 to 98 miles an hour. Wipe out slider. Great comparison. He's the closest thing we've seen to Randy Johnson. A nightmare against lefties. 3-pitch guy, fastball, slider, and a changeup that's getting better all the time. He is a definition of a true ace.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And let's take a look at Starling Marte, another one of those super athletic outfielders of the new regime. Ability to cover ground, can play multiple positions in the outfield and hit in the middle of the order.
In now, Albert Almora. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Cubs, center fielder, Albert Almora.
Here comes the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Fastball hit on the ground is short. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a slider. Bases are empty, one man out. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. And with 2 away, here's a look at our updated playoff brackets. The question on everyone's mind is, will we be able to punch our first ticket to the World Series after tonight's ball game? Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Taylor's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. At the plate, Garrett Cooper, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Garrett Cooper.
First offering on its way. Drilled to the left side. Bryant's got it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting 7, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Now batting, Ketel Marte. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Now here it comes. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Swing. Fly ball right down the line in left. Happ has it in his tracks. 2 gone.
Batting 8, catcher, Ari Perez.
Digging in, Ari Perez. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
The 1-1. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Misses low. Good take on the curveball there.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
The 2-2. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And the throw to first ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. Who played an inning and a half. It's 1-0.
Leading off for the Cubs, third baseman, Chris Ryan.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
One and one. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Marte is under it, makes the play, 1 away.
Batting fifth, catcher, Wilson Montero.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Well hit to right. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder all the time? That's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
Here's Javier Baez. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He brings a 4 for 12 line. He's taken him deep once. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
To 2-2 now.
2-2.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. It remains 1-0. So here now's the pitcher, Chris Sale. 9-1-2 due up.
Chris Sale.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swinging a soft liner. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Center fielder number 6, Starling Marte.
Here's Starling Marte. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Curveball that time, not even close. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard to third. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Now batting, shortstop, Chris Taylor.
Ready now for the Marlins, Chris Taylor. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. He's set, and the pitch. A changeup over the inside corner.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
The 0-1, and no swing apparently, ball 1.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front, even though he didn't pot commit on that one. It opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Running.
He's running to short. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
So striding in, Matt Chapman. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Way out in front. Marte at second with 2 down. Line towards center field. Almora is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Marlins leave 1, but they're up 1-0. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Into the box, Mike Freeman, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. Hit out towards second. Marte gloves it. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Mike Montgomery.
Settling in now, Mike Montgomery. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Popped him up. Marte moving to his left, and that retires the side. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. We're through 3 full here in game number 4. It's the Marlins 1 and the Cubs nothing. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Franz Reyes. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Reyes.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. His 3rd home run of this series. And the Marlins have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
in is Jorge Soler.
Left fielder, Jorge.
As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Soler absolutely feasts off of left-handed pitching. Many right-handed hitters do better against southpaws, of course, but he's about as good as it gets in the opposite-handed type of matchup. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left, and it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo shot for Jorge Soler, his second home run of the series, as the Marlins have taken a 3-0 lead.
Wow, back-to-back to start the inning. Talk about putting a pitcher on notice. On the mound, you almost have to completely forget about those and try to convince yourself you're starting the inning over fresh. No one on, no one out.
Standing in now, Garrett Cooper.
Garrett Cooper.
As he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of two ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And it's gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His first homer so far in the series. And the Marlins have opened this up now. It's 5-0. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
D-Row, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, well, there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
Hit on the ground out to short. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting, pitcher, Chris Sale.
Up next from Miami, Chris Sale. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. Now here's the pitch. Checked his swing there, and Dave Lawrence says he held up just enough. Ball 1. The 1-1 home. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP. That's why you pay the price of admission.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Center fielder number 6.
Here's Starling Marte. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. First pitch on its way. High in the air down the right field line. Hayward on the run, and he makes the catch in the corner. So 4 runs in the inning, but of note there was that they came on the strength of 3 home runs. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Marlins 5 and the Cubs nothing. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Chopped weakly to the left. And there's one down now.
The right fielder, number 22, Jason Hayward.
Here's Jason Hayward now, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Takes a knee-high fastball. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. No runs, no hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Loud contact there, but it's well foul.
I know he wants that pitch back. He put good wood on that ball. But let's give credit to the pitcher right there.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Cubs are down in order. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Digging in once again, Chris Taylor. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First offering on its way. A swing and a ground ball to third. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Striding in once again, Matt Chapman. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Happ is right there. And that's out number 2.
The right fielder, number 32, Franz Reyes.
Now in the box, Franz Reyes. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Count remains at 0-2. The next 0-2. And he chased it in the dirt. Contreras corrals it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Marlins 5 and the Cubs nothing.
Leading off for the Cubs, third baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him. There's a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
And now a pitch on the way. Seared down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitch.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher. No runs, no hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Here's Javier Baez, 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
No balls and a strike to count. Sale gets the sign. 0-1 pitch on its way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt?
2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground out to short. Taylor has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Anthony Swarzak takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 38, Anthony Swarzak.
In is Jorge Soler, head-to-head against Anthony Swarzak. He's hitless in 3 at-bats.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right in it.
Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistimed that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Stepping in now, Garrett Cooper. High drive deep down the left field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Digging in, Ketel Marte. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down the first baseline, and Rizzo won't get to this one. It's a fair ball.
The catcher, number 13, Ari Perez.
Standing in, Ari Perez. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. There's Baez, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. 1 left for Miami, as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Ian Happ, and they'll need him to get something going here. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Marte is under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Mike Freeman.
The next Cub up, Mike Freeman. First pitch coming, here it is. And that one stayed too low apparently. One out, nobody on. A high fastball is in there. And it's 1-2.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Victor Caratini will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the bases empty. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Sale into the windup. Here it is on 0-2. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Cubs are down in order. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Game 4 is off to the 7th inning now, but before we get it started, let's check out our game summary to this point. Steve Cishek is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Chris Sale. No hits to this point. From the stretch. couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
Oh, 0-2. Here it comes. Boy, good bite on the slider, and it just missed inside. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Standing in, Starling Marte. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Into the bleachers and out of here. It's a solo shot off the bat of Starling Marte. His second home run of the series. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
The batter, number 3.
Into the box now, Chris Taylor, as he hits one on a line to left field. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Taking another look at it, the ball has some topspin on it, but he's on the full run and dives to make the catch. Nice defensive play right there.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. The 0-1. Hard hit toward the hole. Baez able to get there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Marlins tack on one more, courtesy of the solo home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Marlins 6 and the Cubs nothing. So in now for Chicago, Albert Almora. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far, so good.
The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, that's back-to-back off-speed pitches, and he wasn't biting on either. Now let's see if he goes back to the hard stuff or gives the softer stuff another shot.
Two is a changeup that misses 3-2. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Into the box now, Jason Hayward. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
0-2, here it comes. Missed with a slider.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Line towards center field. And that's a base hit. So the perfect game bid ends in the 7th. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V, and this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
1-1, the count to the Cubs' first baseman.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
In the dirt here. No advance here, but it's 3-1 now. The 3-1 pitch is in there for a full count now, 3-2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Here's Chris Bryant now as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88, and at this point in the game, that's a good place to be, so I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is Soler. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. Nope, sorry about that. They're saying it was short hop. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Wilson
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Into the box, Wilson Contreras, a little bouncer. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more gets him looking up around the letters. Upstrand a couple. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Dylan Maples comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the box, Franz Reyes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Baez has it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as a result.
In is Jorge Soler, as he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Here's the 0-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 1 out, nobody on. Try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
In now, Garrett Cooper. Line towards center field. Almora is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Miami down in order, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Here's Javier Baez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
The 1-0. Rounded down the third baseline. And that's the first out.
The left fielder, number 8, is Happ.
Stepping into the box, Ian Happ. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Hit sharply on the ground, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
And that one just missed outside. And it's fouled away.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
To second for one.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting one out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
Tyler Flowers will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with two gone and a runner at first. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Freeman leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. This will get foul for strike two. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. Cubs strand one. They still find themselves down 6-zip. Welcome back to MLB Network. Great to have you with us from Chicago as the ninth inning is set to get underway. Pedro Strop enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0 home is a swing and a high pop-up. Freeman is there, one quick out to start inning number 9.
The catcher, number 13, Ari Perez.
Stepping in, Ari Perez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit down the third baseline. Bryant is up with it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The pitcher, number 40, Chris Sale.
Ready for another chance? Chris Sale. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. He's set. Here it comes. No balls and 1 strike. Two out, nobody on.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They lead it 6-zip. And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. He'll be the first to bat here in the inning with his guys in need of some 9th inning magic if they're going to force a Game 5. Here's the first pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there. And
it's quickly 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch.
Ball one.
And a fastball just a bit up.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Albert Almora is sent packing for the first out in the bottom of the ninth.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone. And it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Bases are empty, one man out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He's still looking really solid here in the ninth, and I'm sure that big lead has helped him pitch free and easy, but to me, it still looks like he's approaching it like it's a close game.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
At the plate, Anthony Rizzo. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out.
Come on now.
Here's the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And the changeup just missed the inside corner.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Now the 1-2 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. 2 out, nobody on.
You can do it.
In the air, down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. And a neck-high fastball that time.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at-bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Chris Bryant. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
The 0-1. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Gloved by Taylor. And the Marlins are champions of the National League. They're going back to the World Series.
Well, they've taken care of business all season long, and tonight was no exception. They've proven to be the best team in the National League. Now it's time to see if they can become the best in the entire game. Celebrate tonight, and the World Series is next. Congrats to the NL champs.
Well, we've talked about his dominance all throughout the game, and he ended up finishing what he started. A complete game shutout. He's our top player of the game.
Well, when you rack up a whole boatload of strikeouts like he did here, there's not much of a debate to be had. He was fun to watch, and I'm excited to see how he backs it up next time.
Rosa, Dan Plezak, and our excellent crew. This is Matt Vasgersian saying so long. You've been watching the National League Championship Series.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Miami Marlins, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Cubs, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 53 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. In Game 4 of the NL Championship Series, the Miami Marlins went deep 4 times as they crushed the Cubs, clinching the league pennant and the right to represent the National League in the World Series in just a couple of days. For Game 3 of the ALCS, the New York Yankees got a win over the Astros in Houston 4-1. They take a 2-1 series lead into Game 4. And that's what's going on around baseball here in October. Join us again tomorrow for updates from around the postseason.